With Lonzo Ball having the highest expectations of any upcoming athlete ever, the pressure, the hate, the criticism, he's subject to it all, there's definitely no surprise here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about NBA players who actually hate Lonzo Ball, and some on this list may honestly shock you. But before I get into all that, I real quick wanted to mention, if you don't subscribe to our channel and drop a like on this video within the next 10 seconds, I can guarantee you bad luck for the next week. Do you want that? I don't think you do, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and drop a like on this video right now. And I also wanted to mention we pin an Amazon gift card that's free money in the comment section of every single video each day we upload. All you gotta do is subscribe to our channel, drop a like on the video, and turn your post notifications on to win that. But anyways, getting right back on track with the topic of Lonzo Ball, honestly, even though he's on the early stages of his career and has plenty of time to prove himself, the unbelievable standards and expectations have definitely not been fulfilled. He's honestly been a disappointment to what I and many Lakers fans across the world have expected. Not even necessarily just his fans, he's been building up this hype over the last couple of months that he was going to be the next big thing, basically bring back the Showtime Lakers. And inevitably, he has not shown up in the way that we thought that he was going to. Now, I know Lonzo didn't set all this pressure, expectations, and standards on himself. It was his father, LeVar Ball, that basically put it all in motion. But the reality of the situation is that he's the most hyped up athlete since LeBron James, so he's got near impossible expectations to fulfill. And if he doesn't do so, he'll be labeled as a bust forever. And honestly, that's an immense amount of pressure for a young talent coming into a league full of superstars with experience. And it didn't really necessarily help that LeVar Ball was actually calling out these superstars and saying Lonzo was already better than them, and some of them are on this list. I'm sure some of you are familiar with what was going on, but we're going to go into each one in detail. Patrick Beverley. Now, about 2 months ago, LeVar Ball said a typical LeVar thing about his son Lonzo and his expectations for the upcoming season. Blogs blew it out of proportion, but rightfully so. He said himself, "I bet you Stephen Curry won't go over there and try to guard him. Guaranteed, you'll see it." This is exactly why Lonzo Ball is hated amongst so many superstars, because with no professional experience, LeVar Ball is actually making the world believe he is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Patrick Beverley didn't shy away from the situation. He responded on Twitter, "But I'ma guard him the first game, and we'll see about that." This is where everything stirred up for the opener. Now came game time. Just a few minutes into this game, the career debut of Lonzo Ball, Patrick Beverley was forcing Lonzo Ball into rookie mistakes, turnovers with heavy pressure, and a foul that caused him to actually commit a backcourt violation on the next play. The world reacted to this by saying Patrick Beverley really had Lonzo Ball shook at this point in time, and with all this expectation set on him, all that tremendous amount of pressure, Patrick Beverley took this as an opportunity, with all the attention on Lonzo Ball, to take that attention and put it on himself. Now, Patrick Beverley often picks up players full court, plays tremendous amounts of defense, and he definitely did it to Lonzo Ball throughout this entire game, really bothering him from start to finish. Honestly, it looked like Patrick Beverley was just making fun of this entire situation, clowning Lonzo Ball with the whole John Cena "you can't see me" gesture after hitting a three in his face, playing a tremendous amount of defense from start to finish. He made Lonzo finish with 3 points in one of the highest anticipated debuts of any athlete ever. John Wall. Now, the situation with John Wall was another instance where LeVar Ball set all the pressure on Lonzo himself. At the end of the day, he just wanted all that hype, all that anticipation to be focused on Lonzo, but once again, a superstar with experience came to play. LeVar himself said prior to the game, "Washington coming here Wednesday? They better be aware, because Lonzo's not losing again, not in the same week." When John Wall heard about this, he immediately responded saying, "Nah, no mercy." Certain matchups you really get up for, like when you play the Golden State Warriors and Stephen Curry, you definitely want to have a good game. I'm playing against Lonzo Ball. Gortat said what he had to say about me. I didn't say anything. His dad has been talking. That makes me want to go out there and lead my team and play the best way I can play. Now, the end results of this game didn't really necessarily end in the way that was expected. The Wizards actually lost to the Lakers 102-99, but it definitely wasn't because of Lonzo Ball, who ended up shooting 2 for 11. With all that pressure and expectation, this is just another example of how he's folding under it. Stephen Curry. Now, being completely unbiased in the situation, you can argue that Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter in NBA history. two-time NBA champion, two-time MVP, making the finals each of the last 3 NBA seasons. With that being said, those are tremendous accomplishments. So that makes it that much more ludicrous and ridiculous that LeVar Ball, prior to Lonzo's beginning of his career, was already setting the standard that Lonzo was better than Stephen Curry right now. It's honestly safe to say that LeVar Ball ruined a lot of relationships before they even began with Lonzo and other superstars around the league. He honestly has a terrible reputation already. He just has to prove himself. He has to set those standards that everybody was hoping for. Honestly, with LeVar Ball already claiming that Lonzo is better than some of the premier talent of the league, some of the faces of the NBA, some of the biggest superstars you could think of, it put his standards to an unreachable level. It's pretty much impossible for him to live up to that sort of hype. Only a select few of generational type of players could do so. So with Lonzo basically being put on that pedestal, he has to bring the Los Angeles Lakers to multiple championships, because if he's claiming that Lonzo himself is better than Stephen Curry, Steph already is a 2-time NBA champion with plenty of years left. What is Lonzo going to accomplish? Definitely averaging 8 points per game isn't going to cut it. Now with all of this going down, obviously the Warriors and Lakers matchups throughout this NBA season are definitely going to be ones to watch. Because of LeVar actually setting the expectation that Lonzo's already better than Steph, he better have a career game against him. And he also said that Stephen Curry would be too scared to go over there and actually guard Lonzo Ball face to face. Lonzo would have to do some unexpected things because up to this point, he's not putting up the numbers that has been expected of him because of those standards. Stephen Curry has been asked on multiple occasions what he thinks of Lonzo and LeVar and the entire situation they got going on with their big baller brand, and he kind of just shrugs off the situation, kind of acts like it's no big deal, but we all know that he's got his eyes set on that calendar and he's ready to show Lonzo up. Carmelo Anthony. Now this situation specifically was a little bit different from the rest. Yes, it was kind of caused by the unbelievable hype and expectations set by LeVar Ball of his son Lonzo, but at the end of the day, none of that mattered. Carmelo still had mixed feelings about the entire situation. Prior to this NBA season, ESPN actually released some of their NBA rankings, and many noticed one strange detail about all of this. Carmelo Anthony was actually ranked at number 64 in the league, one place below Lakers rookie Lonzo Ball. Anthony was ranked below a 19-year-old who had yet to play a regular season game, had absolutely no professional experience, and had no chance to even prove himself, but yet he was ranked above the superstar. Now I get it, Carmelo Anthony's scoring ability and athleticism has definitely dropped off over the last couple of years, but he's proven he can still be a lethal scorer in the NBA. Playing with the New York Knicks franchise, he obviously had no business staying there any longer than he did. He honestly should have been on his way out a long time ago, but he still continued to prove that he can be dominant. He just needed the right supporting cast around him. Joining the OKC Thunder in this offseason, I think, was the perfect opportunity for him to revive his career. Trade rumors have been circling him for years now, but pairing alongside Russell Westbrook and Paul George is going to give him his best opportunity, his best chance at finally fulfilling his NBA dream of winning a championship. That's the only goal on his mind. He doesn't care about that outside noise, but in the summer, I feel like this was a big deal. He said himself about the entire situation, "Can't make sense out of nonsense. A certain darkness is needed to see the stars." Now, with that being said, he's already claiming that he's better than Lonzo Ball, there's no doubt about it. So, now even though Lonzo Ball didn't directly take shots at Carmelo, LeVar Ball had this to say about the situation. Carmelo's game is going down, he's getting older. Who's going to play with him? He holds the ball too long. As his career changes, he needs to get people to want to play with him. Well, he joined the OKC Thunder basically directly after the situation. So with shots basically going back and forth, you already know this is an anticipated matchup from both ends. LeBron James. Now, like I was saying, Lonzo Ball is the most hyped up player coming into the league since LeBron James. There's such impossible expectations set forth by LeVar Ball of Lonzo that I think even LeBron has taken notice. LeBron showed up to some of his summer league games, watched in awe, but at the end of the day, with all the rumors circling LeBron James joining the Los Angeles Lakers, I doubt that's actually going to happen. With LeBron James basically being the main face of the NBA, I'm sure he's a little bit disappointed that a 19-year-old coming into the league with absolutely no experience is taking some of his thunder, taking some of that shine away from what he's got going on. Now, LeBron's got a lot of troubles going on at this point in time, but at the end of the day, I know he'll turn it around. Lonzo Ball, I'm not so sure about. Now, Lonzo Ball said it himself that he models his game after LeBron James, his favorite player. He would love LeBron James to join the Los Angeles Lakers, but with all the attention on Lonzo and him not necessarily, stepping up to those standards, LeBron himself hasn't even entertained the idea of joining the Lakers and hasn't really publicly addressed the talent of Lonzo Ball that he's seen up to this point. So with Lonzo stealing some of the headlines, some of the shine from LeBron, could he possibly be hating from the shadows? I don't know, but at the end of the day, that matchup of Cavaliers-Lakers is definitely going to be one to watch. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Lonzo Ball's career up to this point, and do you think he'll turn it around? Do you think he'll live up to that hype? But at the end of the day, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, drop a like on the video if you did, subscribe to our channel if you're not already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.